I had an interesting day. It's Friday. I was in a weird mood this morning. I barely took any trades. I took two little trades on my PA accounts. I got kind of a late start this morning and I don't know, I was just feeling weird. I've learned when I'm feeling weird and feeling off, like I just don't trade or I go do something else or trade an evaluation account that I don't care about. I ended up passing this evaluation account today. It's usually easier when there's no stress and just trading for fun. These wave signals have been coming through pretty good. There wasn't any the past couple days during the first 2 hours, but today we had a couple. So we had a couple in the afternoon too. Here's the one right after 11. There was one right after the open, and it caught this 200-point move. Caught the next wave up over 100 points. Caught a nice little wave down. Caught another nice wave down. Yeah, the Wave Trend Pro's been rocking it. I kind of wish I did auto trade or just take signals every once in a while. Either way, I just love playing around with all these different toys, and the thing that keeps me sane and not strategy hopping is I always have my core system, and I got this core system from just playing around for years and years, and it was just all the different things that kept coming up over and over as solid foundations. I've always got the 20 period moving average on my chart. I've always got VWAP on my chart. I've always got delta order flow on my chart. I've always got some kind of volume indicator on my chart. I've always got some kind of support and resistance. I've always got the key levels on my chart, pivots and yesterday's high and low and close. Those are my go-to. But I just love learning new things. I love playing with all the new toys. So, I'll have one chart that I'll just kind of mess around with or add some things for a while. And if they're working out great, might keep them. And if they start not working at some point, might get rid of them. Just playing around. Go back to yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. This is the open. We got no wave signals. Nothing. Nothing all day till almost 11:30. The day before, this is the open right there. Also, no wave signals. Even till afternoon. But they were crushing it today. So not as many signals on the Wave Trend Pro, but quality signals, at least for the time frames that I'm trading. The trio signal on the 1 minute chart hasn't been that amazing past couple days. But I've also got it loaded up on a 60-minute chart and a 15-minute chart. And this is like 4 days worth of price action on the 60-minute chart. And these trio signals are working out great. This one was at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Had a nice 60-point drop right there. This one was around the London Open. This one was also at 10 a.m. Moved up over 100 points right there. I think this one was at 11 a.m. today. We dropped like 70 points after that. So this is the 15-minute chart. We had a nice trio at the 10 o'clock candle on the 15-minute. Over 100-point drop right there. And it's not printing that many signals. I mean, this is 24 hours worth of price action. Only one trio signal. Always trading with my core system, and I love playing around with new toys. I know when you first start out, there's a tendency to strategy hop. If something doesn't work for a day or two, you hop to the next thing. And I don't know if that urge ever really goes away. If I have a bad day, I'm always trying to improve upon, see what I could have done better, see what other kind of elements I can add to give me some better analysis tools. So on this channel, I'm really just sharing all the different things that I've tried, because you never really know what's going to work out for you. One person can make $1 million with one strategy, and another person could totally hate it and not be able to use it. Everyone sees the market a little bit differently. And you just got to keep trying till you find your edge. I still got the cosmic signals up on my 1 minute chart. Just had a nice signal there. It's a fine line between, me just trading my system and seeing these indicators pop up. It gives me confirmation in things that I'm already seeing with price action, with delta, with volume. And I'll admit sometimes it can get distracting at times, and if it does get too distracting, then I just remove elements and I go back until I regain my footing. But at this point, I've got my core system pretty much ingrained in my subconscious, and all the different setups and strategies that I'm looking for every day, they're just in there. I don't have to think about it anymore. At the open on the 1 minute chart, we had all this delta coming in first couple minutes, but we're at the all-time highs. And I really was this is why I barely took any trades on my PA accounts. It just kind of hovered up there at the highs, not really doing anything, and just wasn't seeing anything that made me feel comfortable with taking a trade. Like this trio signal up here at the highs, just not interested in it. I'm getting all these big wick candles here too, and I'm still just like, no, I don't want to buy at the all-time highs. I just don't. We got a cosmic signal cross below the 20, close below the middle of the opening 15-minute range here with a lot of delta coming through. I still wasn't interested in a trade. I wasn't feeling it, so I stayed out of the market. We did pull right back to the center of the opening 15-minute range. Love this level. And we dropped down to VWAP. Had a bunch of delta coming through, but again, I was more interested in longs, I think. And at the same time, I didn't know if we were just about to have a huge retracement. Since it was a Friday and there was no news or anything like that, it was just kind of all up in the air. We just kept hovering around VWAP. This trio signal was pretty good. Closed below VWAP and the 20 in a trio signal. Ended up coming down 50 points. Had a bunch of support levels on the cosmic indicator down here. And then we started getting a bunch of delta coming in on the ES and the NQ. We drifted back up to the 20 SMA. But that rejection off of the all-time highs was pretty intense. Our solar wind turned bearish. We started breaking below the lows. Once we had a couple of strong moves down below VWAP, and once we broke this 1800 level, I finally started feeling comfortable taking a short, ton of delta, breaking below the 1800 level. This is the 5-minute chart. Came right down to yesterday's close, today's open. Had a really nice bounce off of that level. I got into a trade long off of the yesterday's close level. We had a nice 25-point bounce up, and then when we closed below yesterday's close, we came right back up to it, tanked. And when we got the retracement, had a little hold up again there to the tune of 20 points. And then when we break through, we get a bunch of delta coming in. We make it right back up to VWAP. So looking back in hindsight, I definitely see more trade opportunities that I just did not see when I was trading earlier this morning. But it's always good to do a review of your trades and see how you could have improved. I finally got a better code for Apex. Now you can just type in MonkeyMan. Use the code MonkeyMan when you're going to Apex Trader Funding. They're still having 90% off sale and 1 day to pass. 80% off on recurring months, half price resets. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you got some good ideas. Best of luck in your trading.